Hello students, today I'm going to start with your second unit of costing methods and techniques, that is operating costing. Okay, so before starting with the problems, first we will see what is operating costing. Now some of the business undertakings do not manufacture goods but provide services to the society. Finding cost of such services provided is done by using the operating costing. It is suitable for transport agencies, schools, colleges, hospitals, hotels, cinema theaters, etc. Okay. Now operating costing basically it deals with the service oriented industries. So wherein we need to calculate like how much expense is incurred per passenger. Now here in this syllabus you are going to learn about passenger kilometer, okay, that is passenger transport as well as goods transport. So only transport agencies you are going to learn in this unit. Okay, now types of transport: passenger transport, goods transport. Now, what exactly is transport? Now, transport agencies, they will be providing services to the people. Okay. Now, different ways of providing services is railways, then roadways, then it might be goods carriage. Okay. Now, there are mainly two types of transport agencies: passenger transport and goods transport. Passenger transport, like from one place to another place, like to transfer one person to another person. If he is traveling, then how much expense is incurred for him, that we are going to calculate for passenger transport. Now goods transport means transferring goods from one place to another place. Now this will be calculated according to ton. Okay. uh, Now for that, first we need to know what is meaning of cost unit. Now there is different meaning for passenger transport as well as goods transport. Now this is relating to passenger transport. The cost unit used in passenger transport is passenger kilometer. It is a service required to run one passenger over 1 kilometer. Now whatever service is rendered and for that whatever expense is incurred, that we are going to calculate. Now one more thing is the cost unit used in goods transport is ton kilometer. It is the service required to carry 1 ton of goods over 1 kilometer. Okay, so for 1 kilometer to transport goods, like how much expense is incurred, that we are going to calculate. Now here are some of the formulas. You will have to make a note of these formulas. First, we are going to see passenger transport. Now, passenger kilometer is equals to number of buses into number of trips into distance into capacity of each bus into number of days into actual capacity utilized. Or there is another formula: passenger kilometer is equals to total passenger carried during the period into total kilometers run during the period. So depending on the information, we will have to apply the formula. Then total passengers is equals to number of buses into trips into number of passengers into days. This is related to passenger transport. Next comes is goods transport. Now goods transport is calculated according to ton kilometer. So ton kilometer is equals to number of trucks into number of trips into distance into loading capacity into number of days into actual capacity utilized. Same like passenger kilometer, but instead of buses we are going to take here trucks. Now, or tons carried is equals to total tons carried during the period into total kilometers run during the period. Now, kilometers run is equals to number of buses or trucks into distance into trips into days. One more formula: total tons is equals to number of trucks into trips into loading capacity into days. Okay, so these are the formulas you will have to remember. Important is to under passenger transport, first formula. Under goods transport also, first formula is important. Usually questions will be on these formulas. We will see one small problem on this. Okay. A bus runs between Mysore and Bangalore for 30 days in a month, covering a distance of 300 kilometers in a round trip daily. The normal capacity of the bus is 60 passengers. It is generally full. Calculate the passenger kilometer. Okay, so this is what is the problem. They have asked us to calculate passenger kilometer. Now we will have to apply passenger kilometer formula. Now formula is passenger kilometer is equals to number of buses into number of trips into distance into capacity of each bus into number of days into actual capacity utilized. So this is the formula. Okay. Okay. Now first is number of buses. Now go through the problem. A bus runs between. A bus means there is one bus. So one bus into number of trips. Now number of trips 300 kilometers in a round trip daily. Round trip. Okay, round trip means from Mysore to Bangalore and again from Bangalore to Mysore. So it will be two trips. Always remember, if they have given round trip, then you will have to consider two trips for one bus. Now here if there are two buses, then you could have taken here four trips. Understanding? As there is one bus, so round trip they have told. So from Mysore to Bangalore is one. Again from Bangalore to Mysore is one. So in total, bus makes two trips. Two trips. Okay. Into distance. Now distance they have told in a month covering a distance of 300 kilometers. So 300 kilometers into capacity of each bus. The normal capacity of each bus is 60 passengers. So it is 60 passengers into number of days. So already number of days is given 30 days. 30 days into actual capacity utilized. Now here they have given it is generally full. It means it is 100% full. So capacity utilized is 100%. Now calculate this. It will be 1 lakh 10 lakh 80,000 10 lakh 80,000 kilometers. Okay. Hope so everybody has understood this problem. We will take another problem. Now this first problem we have solved, this was of 2 marks. Now this one more problem we are going to solve which will be of 5 marks. Okay. Yes, go through the problem. Shri Gundu Rao owns a bus which runs between Mysore and Bangalore for 10 days in a month, covering a distance of 300 kilometers in a round trip. It halts at Mysore every day. The bus goes another 10 days in a month towards Hassan, covering a distance of 240 kilometers in a round trip. For the rest of 4 days in a month, it runs in the local city covering a distance of 40 kilometers daily. The normal capacity of the bus is 50 passengers. It is generally 10% vacant during its Bangalore trip, 80% full during city trip. Calculate total passenger kilometer. Okay. Now here in first problem we have seen the bus has run whole month, that is for 30 days covering distance from Mysore as well as Bangalore. But here in second problem we are saying only 10 days it goes for Mysore and Bangalore, then it will halt at Hassan. Okay, it halts at Mysore and again 10 days it goes to Hassan, okay, for a round trip. Then rest of the days like there will be an it covers, it runs in the local city, okay, daily for 4 days. Now passengers, capacity of bus is 50 passengers. It is generally 10% vacant during its Bangalore. It means 90% bus will be full. Okay. 80% full during city trip. Okay. Calculate total passenger kilometer they have given us. Okay. Again same formula will be applied. But whatever we are calculating, that calculation will be 3 times. Write down the formula. Number of buses into number of trips into distance into capacity of each bus into number of days into actual capacity utilized. Okay, so first what we will take? We will take from Mysore to Bangalore. Okay, now that is equals to, now Shri Gundurao owns a bus means one bus into number of trips. Now check here, which runs between Mysore and Bangalore for 10 days in a month covering a distance of 300 kilometers in a round trip. It means 10 days it will run like round trip, that is from Mysore to Bangalore, again from Bangalore to Mysore. It means there are two trips into distance, covering distance of 300 kilometers into capacity of each bus 50 passengers they have given. 50 passengers into number of days, it runs only for 10 days into actual capacity utilized. Now here they have given it is generally 10% vacant during its Bangalore trip. It means it will be 90% full. Okay. Now calculate this, which will be equal to 2,70,000 kilometers. Okay. Yes. Now next we are going to see. Now it halts at Mysore every day. The bus goes another 10 days in a month towards Hassan, covering a distance of 240 kilometers in a round trip. Okay, it will halt at Mysore. It means from Mysore to Hassan. Okay, Hassan trip is equals to again one bus into, again here they have given round trip. Round trip means again two trips. How two trips? From Mysore to Hassan and again from Hassan to Mysore. Two trips into distance. Distance here they have given 240 kilometers. 240 kilometers into capacity of each bus is same, that is 50 passengers into number of days 10 days into actual capacity utilized. Here they have given 80% full. Yes, here one more word I have missed. 80% full during Hassan trip and city trip. Okay, 80%. So here we need to take 80%. Okay. Now again calculate this. This is equals to 1,92,000. 1,92,000 kilometers. Okay. Now another trip. For rest of 4 days in a month, it runs in a local city trip. That is local trip. Local. Again, number of bus is one bus into trips. Now they haven't given anything. Now, for a rest of 4 days in a month, it runs in a local city covering a distance of 40 kilometers daily. Okay, it means one trip into distance covering a distance of 40 kilometers. 40 kilometers into capacity is 50 passengers into days is 4 days into capacity utilized is 80%. Okay. Again calculate this. That is 8,000 kilometers. Okay. Now what they have asked us, calculate a total passenger kilometer. We need to calculate total passenger kilometer. Okay. Now calculation of total passenger kilometer. Okay. Now Mysore to Bangalore total kilometer run is 2,70,000 kilometers. Next, Mysore to Hassan 1,92,000 kilometers. Then for local trip 8,000 kilometers. Okay. Now make total of all these. Total passenger kilometers is 4,70,000. 4,70,000. So like this we need to calculate total passenger kilometer. Hope so everybody has understood this problem. Okay, and these are very simple. Go through the formulas whatever I have given. Okay, now in next class, now in this chapter we need to prepare operating cost sheet also. Okay, so in next class I will be giving you all operating cost sheet format and we will be solving one problem on operating cost sheet. Okay, okay, then see you in next class.